Hey there, everybody. I know I haven't made many videos in the past week or week and a half. It's just been busy, but it's been slowing down just a little bit, enough for me to focus on making some videos. I want to show you some folding up of a 20 by 20 frame tent and just kind of putting it away. But first, here's this video. Kind of just shows, us hanging out, getting lunch, and having a little bit of fun in the middle of the day, and I think that's important. Ethan, throw another thing at him.
Attack! Oh no. Feed him a whole burger? Grilled cheese. He's choking. Oh, so the green, these ones are males. It's the opposite. So these two are males.
Okay, so folding up a 20 by 20 frame tent is probably one of the easier ones to do because it's just a square. People get on opposite sides and just fold over in half. And you bring each corner to the other corner on your first step. Your next step, you don't bring corner to corner because the center of the tent is actually longer because of the center peak. So you don't bring corner to corner, you bring edge to edge. But first, when you first grab it, you both need to pull tight against each other so that you can flop over that center peak like you see there. Then you bring edge to edge. And same thing here, you just bring edge to edge. You don't actually bring corner to corner except for in the very first part. It's the geometry of the tent. The center has more material, so if you bring corner to corner, it's not going to be a nice tight fold. You need to do corner to corner on your very first fold, and then the rest is just edge to edge, and you always stay tight. Try to get that center peak to flop over so that you have a nice straight edge. Now once we get it folded up and then folded in half again, then we start taking apart the frame tent so that we can roll the tent up a little easier. We get these cables out of the way and we get a few other things out of the way so that the tent can be rolled easier without so much stuff in the way. Now I'm going to show you how we roll these cables. We just roll them up on our shoulders and elbow. And then once we have them almost all the way, I leave about 2 to 3 feet left, and I just start putting it through itself. Just start putting it through itself a few times, and then that will keep it nice and tight and keep it from unraveling. And I messed up a little, but once it's all through itself, it stays nice and tight. It won't unravel. And as you see in the background, Timmy is rolling the tent and tying it up. Now, alternatively, once you roll it, you can also use 2 zip ties to keep it tight, one on either side. We just like to do the thing where we put it through itself to keep it tight because I don't want to have something with me to cut the zip ties at all times. And then once we're done and we're putting things away, the entire tent goes in this box. All the corner pieces, the U-ratchets, the ratchets, everything gets put in that box. And then we just load up the frame pieces into the truck. It's usually our last thing we do. We leave room in the middle of the floor to put them because they are long. If we have an entirely full truck, we'll figure out a way to get them up in the air, up on top of that oven in the back and with some ratchets. And we just continue on, just step by step, loading everything up in the truck. And I currently have a bad back right now, so I am kind of doing the little lifting. I'm just grabbing legs, and I'm grabbing them like really awkwardly. But I have a bad back, but that doesn't mean I can stop working. I got to keep going. Whereas Timmy, he's grabbing all the big things.
I just love your flash of ways. Something, something, something where you get paid. Yes.
Then last is I'm taking apart the tent jack. It's 2 pieces, and putting that in the truck. Again, my back hurts. I'm kind of carrying this kind of awkwardly. But I'm taking the long piece and Timmy's taking the base. Then at the end, all you have to do is fold the tarp back up so that it's nice and neat. We only unfolded this halfway because this tarp is 25 by 45, but we only needed half of it. So then we just are folding it up the rest of the way. It's important, I think, to fold your tarps up so that you're not fighting with them all the time, so they're always nice and neat and it's nice and uniform between crews. So we fold in half a bunch of times, and then we take the last bit and fold that in half and then roll it.
That makes it all. That makes a little bit of sense.
So that's tearing down a 20 by 20 frame tent. Thanks for watching.